What is up? So I was reading around on the internet, and I just happened to come across uh, this blog, and I actually did some fact checking, and turns out it is true. Apparently, Samsung is warning its customers to not talk about um, personal information when you're close to your smart TV. Apparently, there are TVs that have the voice activation feature on them actually collect. They basically record your whole conversation. It'll collect data on you know different things, and there are third-party services that have access to that information, like Nuance Communication, and so that pretty much puts them in line with you know a, that could be a breach of uh, personal data there. If somebody happens to say something like, TV, they're close to the TV and they happen to say their social security number or like give out bank routing information or talk about different things, personal information that doesn't need to be out there. Now, third party services like Nuance have freaking access to that information. Now, these TVs, TVs have had these kind of features in them. As smart TVs have gotten smarter, these companies are putting this stuff in here because they want to be like the next Google, where they can go back and look up and say, oh, well, Mitch likes to watch, he likes to watch Netflix, and he's over here like watching, X, Y, and Z, and he watches X on Monday, he's watching Z on Friday, and this is what he likes, so we need to, you know, we can give this information to these other companies, and then they can do, they can basically offer him, you know, discounts on, whatever products that are, you know, similar to these. And yeah, it's just one of those things. As technology advances, I knew this kind of stuff was going to happen, and it's inevitable for companies to put this kind of crap in their stuff. It's just, and it's one of those things. What are you going to do? You know, it's you have to be proactive in thinking about, okay, do I need this? Is this Could this possibly have features that could you know that could cause this, that, or the other. That's why whenever we bought our TV, when we bought like our living room set, the company was like, yeah, well, you get a free like smart TV. Of course, myself and I am like, smart TVs suck because after a while, it only has a certain amount of memory. It can only update a certain amount of times. So, eventually it becomes a big useless piece of crap, and the smart end of the TV is no good anymore. So we'll have to buy like a Roku or some kind of external box anyway. So it's like, we don't need all that garbage. We'll just buy like a standard TV. They'll give us money back, and then we'll buy a Roku, with that money. So, and that fixes it. If the Roku breaks or this, that, and the other breaks, we just buy another one. TV is good. TV will last. So it's with everything nowadays. I mean, it's gotten to the part now where they have the new freaking bank cards they're giving out there by that has the new secure chip. It's like, yeah, right, that's secure. That's as secure as anything else. You can buy gear on freaking eBay for freaking like 15-20 bucks to freaking snap, credit card numbers. You walk through the mall and clean house. It's just that people don't know this, so they have this false sense of, oh, this is secure. It's the same thing with most electronics. You have to be able to basically sit back and like really decide, should I do this, should I not. But with this, even with Samsung, this is like one of those things where they kind of stepped over the line because they were like, oh, we'll just throw this in here, we'll do some, we won't tell anybody because it's not in any kind of EULA. I think they're doing this because this could come back and haunt them. If somebody happened to get breached, and they could pinpoint how it happened. It's a pretty big liability on their part. So I think they're just trying to cover their butts, but now they're coming out saying, hey, don't talk about personal, don't discuss personal data in front of your TV, or near your TV. Especially with that feature on. Hopefully you can turn that feature off, but that still doesn't, with the TVs like that, it doesn't say that it's gonna freaking stop it, These kind of things will be found anyway by people eventually anyway, because people freaking, especially tech people like myself, this is the stuff, we take stuff apart. That's what I love doing. I like freaking disassembling things and reverse engineering things. So eventually somebody would have found it anyway. But yeah, I think they're just doing this to cover their butts. But this is another thing of one of those things where people that aren't tech savvy are going to get taken to the cleaners on this stuff, and people that are tech savvy are going to be like, cool, I won't buy a Samsung, So I don't know. You guys let me know what you think, and you guys take it easy. Peace out. I'll put in the doobly-doo below the 2 links. One of them is to Techworm, which is a security blog that I read, and the other one is just to theweek.com, which is just some random website that I found it on originally. All right, you guys take it easy. Have a good one.